Dear learners, welcome back to your educational channel Learn and Educate, where we will be studying about the definition of public administration as given by Corson and Harris, wherein they said public administration is the action part of the government which brings about the purpose and the goals of government realize, which is about the action part of the government, wherein it is not merely theoretical but an operational wing of the government. It is a means for the implementation, achievement of the purposes and the goals, wherein welfare, justice, economic development, law and order are all the government objectives which are achieved. It is about the policy into action. It states the relationship between to the broader goals of the government operation and continuity of the government's efficiency in realizing the objectives and by policy into the practice service to the citizens. These are all the primary objectives. Public administration is the action part of the government wherein all the goals and objectives which are the purpose of the government are actually implemented into practice. The various components of this definition are action part of the government. Public administration is not just a theoretical concept, but it is the operational aspect of the government. It is the translation of the policies and practices, laws into actual actions. It translates policy, laws, and decisions into practical work. It is a means or instruments of implementation, the machinery, process, and the institution which helps in carrying out the government decisions, the ministries and the government departments, which are the tools of administration for the government. It is about the achievement of the purposes and the goals. Public administration ensures that the governmental objectives of welfare, justice, development of the economy, maintenance of law and order are achieved, providing social justice. It connects to the states that all the needs of the people are met. It is an efficiency oriented concept. They had said that the achievement of the purposes and the goals of the government are achieved when the action is when the laws are actually implemented. It is the relationship with the broader goals of the government operations. The Carson and Harris definition ties the public administration directly to the broader functioning of the government. It is about the actual implementation of policy into practice, the goals of the legislature and the political leadership are realized through administrative actions. For example, when the parliament passes a law on education, it is the duty of the public administration to build schools. Public administration trains teachers and manages the budget and provides education. Continuity of governance. While governments change, but administrative provides the stability and continuity to the citizens of the country. Efficiency in the resource utilization. Government purpose is to provide welfare and security, wherein it requires effectiveness, effective mobilization, and the management of the resources, which is done by the management. Service to the citizens. Administrative authority, it ensures that delivery of the public services, transportation, health, policy, actual implementation on the ground are provided and citizens' rights are ensured. Therefore, citizens' rights and welfare are ensured only because of the administrative authority. It ensures effective performance of public duty, operational responsibility, accountability to the goals, systematic organization. Since public administration is the action part, it bears the responsibility for the actual delivery of the policies, accountability to the goals. By linking the administration with the purpose and goals, Corson and Harris had mentioned an arbitrary functioning, that is, every action serves a public purpose. Therefore, public administration is a systematic organization wherein the definition gives importance to administration as a structured, organized process ensuring the efficiency, equity, and responsiveness of the government of the public administration towards realization of the government policies. It explores the broader insights wherein the definition shift focus from government as an authority to government as a service provider. It aligns the public administration the democratic values of providing the services. It represents the goal set by the elected leaders and at the execution part, that is action by the administrators. Therefore, public administration aligns the representation part with the execution part as a democratic value. This definition provides performance-oriented view of the governance wherein the success of the government is judged by the how well administration realizes its purposes. It also shows the interdependence of the politics, the decision making, the representative authority with the administrative, that is execution, the connection between the politics and the administration, and it complements each other. The bridging the gap between the intentions and the outcome and ensuring that the abstract goals of the government are made into real through the implementation by administrative actions. Therefore, this makes government not just a decision making body but also an active instrument of the public services and welfare. The linking between the government operation and ensure the effective performance is what this definition states. It is about the practical and operational aspect wherein administration implements policies, enforces law, and manages the programs. Public administration acts as a machinery, the process, and personals through which the government decisions are executed. This definition includes the various ministry, departments, and public agencies and civil servant within its aspect. It is about the realize about how the goals and purposes are actually converted into actual practice and how the focus is on the achievement of the objectives of welfare, justice, security, development of the public. It ensures the intent of the political leadership by converting those decisions into tangible real outcomes. The relationship with the broader goals of the government operations are policies into practice, wherein the legislative intent are actually implemented by executive decisions and transformation of it into actionable programs. Continuity of the governance. It provides stability and permanent and actually making those decisions into real life because of the nature of the governance, that is the governments may come and go but the policies are implemented, that is despite of the political change there is a continuity of the governance aspect. Efficient resources utilization, because of which the managers, the workers, and the civil servants, they actually convert the finances, the human resources, and infrastructure to effective use and delivery of the services. Citizen centric approach. This approach helps to ensure that the health, education, justice, and welfare schemes are implemented, and thus coordination mechanism brings together the different departments and the levels of the government to unified actions. It ensures effective performance of the public duties, operational responsibilities, and wherein the administration is accountable for the execution of policies and not just for the formulation. It is a goal oriented functioning. Administration ties the activities to purposes of government and preventing arbitrariness. Organized system, providing a structured mechanism for efficiency, fairness, and representation by the public administration. Democratic accountability. It acts as a channel through which the citizens experience governance and ensure the legitimacy of the actions. Thus, the definition given by Corson and Harris rightly positions the public administration as the functional backbone of the governance. Public administration is the implementation part wherein the policies are implemented into practice, the action part of the government wherein the purposes and the goals of government are actually realized. It gives importance to the administration in translating political decisions into effective public service delivery, and thus public administration ensures that government is not just a policy making entity but a living instrument of public welfare and democratic legitimacy by actually realizing the goals and purpose and continuity of governance ensure that it provides stability to the leadership, stability to the tangible outcomes, stability to the citizens by efficient utilization of resources, and thus it is a citizen centric approach, citizen centric service wherein justice, education, justice, health, and welfare of the public is ensured by continuity of policy into practices.